Do you ever think about coffee? I don't, but I used to work as a barista where I had to think about coffee. A lot. So I decided I'm gonna rank these coffees that you usually find at a cafe based on how much I like to make them. Very simple, not that difficult. Even my tiers are very simple because honestly, all of them are fine. I have no real problems with them. Some of them are just annoying. Just as you can see, I have beef with some of the drinks. But anyway, I'll start with the disclaimer because I fear there's gonna be people that are gonna be like, what if I like this and that? Then my answer is that you go and get the coffee you like. It doesn't matter as long as you're kind to the workers. It doesn't matter what you order. I'll make you the most complicated order ever as long as you're kind to me. Anyway, let's start. We have affogato, the first. I have never made it. My cafe doesn't have ice cream, so I cannot make it. Technically, I could go to the store and buy ice cream, but it's not a menu item, so I could never do it, really. But honestly, it doesn't matter. It's fine. I don't like even coffee. I don't even like coffee. I was supposed to say that, but words are difficult. Anyway, Americano, hell yeah. Very simple. Love that. It's very nice. You just have espresso and hot water. And you got coffee. Wow. Easy to make, really fast to make. So if your cafe takes forever to make an Americano, that is very suspicious, honestly. And like, I'm very concerned of the quality of that coffee. Next up, café au lait. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's supposedly French. And I don't know French. So I'm gonna put it here. I made it a few times, but it never left an impression on me. So I'm just gonna leave it there. Now, cafe latte though, now that is hard ice. Very simple to make, especially since my cafe always makes it like espresso, milk, done. You don't get any sugar in there unless you add it yourself. So it was very easy and nice to make. No problems, no anything. Unlike cafe mocha, which is a bit more on the difficult side, but at the same time, when it's warm like this, you just put the syrups in the bottom and you just do it. The problem kinda is the whipped cream because it always floats in a weird way, so it looks dumb. And nobody wants a weird floating island of whipped cream. And then cappuccino. It's actually kind of nice to make because it's kind of like a cafe latte with thicker foam. But the problem that I have with it is alternative milk options. Because most of the time, those milks are not as good as like cow milk. Cow milk foams up really nicely. But oat milk, it's so flat. Always. I would always try to make the oat milk into like foamy and nice, but it always came out like a flat thing. It's very sad. That's why it's getting like minus points. Other than that, And then cold brew also I don't care. I don't think our cafe had it. Oh yeah, my cafe had it, but it was like weird. I don't think they didn't sell it for a long time, so it was like in and out real quick. Now doppio, now that's a good one. Let me breathe for a moment. And then let's continue. Doppio is like double shot of espresso. Really nice because our machine gives 2 shots of espresso. So when somebody wants double shot, you just you have 2 shots. Those sounds were really dumb, I know, but it doesn't matter. It's fun. And then con panna. The funny thing about con panna though is that my cafe has it in their menu, but I have never sold it to anyone. I have never sold it or made it. And it's a missed opportunity actually, because it sounds kind of fun. You got espresso and then you got whipped cream. Simple. Fun. But then again, if the espresso is bad, then it's gonna be kind of weird. Anyway, espresso macchiato. Now that is a conflicting one, because itself it's not difficult to make. It's just I always feel so bad when I have to foam up so much milk for it, and then it goes down the drain. Like, that's sad. Like, I don't really like when things go to the trash that often or down the drain, so it was kind of sad always to make it. And then espresso, also very nice to make, especially since it's so easy. You just pull a shot. Not other than that, there is no issues. Unless you run out of the mugs, and then it's like stressful. But that is not the point. We are talking about the coffee itself, making the coffee. Now, flat white suffers the same consequence as cappuccino, except it's other thing. The other thing being that whenever I ordered somewhere else, nobody makes the flat white flat enough. Like, the foam in flat white is supposed to be like sheet of paper kind of thick. It's supposed to be so flat that if you put like a grain of sugar on top, it will sink immediately. But sometimes, very often actually, you just get a latte, even though it's supposed to be a flat. Because the difference between a latte and a flat white is that latte has milk foam. Flat white doesn't. Very simple. Now, the thing I have beef with, the grand reveal. It's not difficult to make. It's just annoying to make. A frappe. Mainly because we have so many variety options that it's always a job. Like, and the biggest thing being that I often had this flow of work going on. I had like 5 hot drinks in the making, cold drinks in the making, and then you get a frappe and it just breaks the flow because the stations are on the other side. So you had to turn and do the frappe. And that's annoying when you have everything going on the one side. But other than that, easy to make. No problems. Just a job. Now, Freak Shake also never made it because it's a Freak Shake. And yeah, we never had that. Iced latte, my favorite actually. I loved iced lattes. I still love iced lattes. Very nice, very simple. I love my cold drinks. Very simple to make. Iced mocha, same thing as cafe mocha except cold. Easy to make, no problems. It's just we didn't have whipped cream on top of our iced mochas, but it's still not like ideal because the pump for the syrup broke so often that it was a struggle. Like, a struggle bus. Anyway, Irish coffee, also never made that. I think it's supposed to have liquor in it and alcohol. We don't sell that. Never had. Never have. My English is not that good, but it doesn't matter. Latte macchiato. Now, I'm gonna add this inter-alia just because I always like to pair it with espresso. Come on, move. Thank you. And then, because you have 2 shots coming out of our machine. So you have 1 shot for the espresso and 1 shot for the latte macchiato. Perfect. Perfection. Every single time that happened, I was like, over the moon. Perfection. And then, the other thing I have beef with is lungo and ristretto. That is mainly because I don't think anyone who orders them, even though I have made them like twice in my whole career, I don't think people really know the difference between them. If you can see from here, this one has a lot more liquid and this has much less liquid. And that's the point. Lungo has more water in the espresso and ristretto has less. But the reason why I have beef is because we are supposed to ask every single customer who orders this how many seconds they want their coffee to be run or pulled. And hardly nobody knows. We had one customer, a regular, who knows. And it's always a lovely thing to see him come and be like, yes, I would like to have it 30 seconds or 33. Then you're like, yay, nice, because he knows. Other than that, actually, I have never made a ristretto, but still, I'm grouping them together. Now that is my ranking. You can find the tier maker thingy, a link for it in the description, because that is just what are words? That is a polite thing to do. And honestly, I think I said this before, but I cannot remember. So it is what it is. And what else to say? This is my first video ever. So if you want to follow. If you want to find my Instagram, I think I'm going to put the handle down there, the description. And if you have made it this far, comment down your favorite coffee and I'll rank it probably if I remember. I'll try to do it because that's just fun. I want to hear what people like, because people often usually just buy a latte and that's boring. So if you have anything fun that you like to drink, comment down below and I'll be happy to see that. Okay, thank you for watching, and we will see next time when I'm gonna release what was it? I forgot the word for it. Unboxing for stuff I bought. So, thank you, and we will see next time.